start choose that the game of choice is a murder only. They will destroy the victim and DNA is a catastrophe. I mean, they made it a victim of slavery they have. But why do they kill it? Even if it is walking it will become dead. They are a gang of dirty liars. Ample because it is distinctive or other reasons. But they will kill her with mind control. I mean, if they were honest, they have a lot of ways to make the victim if they falsely claim to be a symbol or role model or imitate them. But they kill the victim in this way. Do they know this or not? If they were honest, they should take care of her safety. But the truth is that it is just a prey to such a gang that arises and exploit her or her name and then dispose of them in 1,000 ways.
One we selected. Is it?
I couldn't get the guy you asked for. Look at you said you wanted to come.
Tap into the resonant frequency of the DNA of the individual, the targeted individual. And this allows total mind, spirit, and body control over the individual by those who are running this program. Since I saw on a daily basis how intimately
there are no safety checks at all carried out on 5G. There are no safety tests at all.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
ID.
APC 8975042.
Can you move your head?
When I learn a secret, boy, I zipper up my lip. Now, the military secret that I carry in my brain, I keep in safe deposit with a padlock and chain.
Are we almost there? No. Now?
6, 7.
No. This is going to feel like a... You know, when you lose your free will and someone else becomes your agent, it does feel a bit strange. I want you to relax your hand. All right, and Sam, you're with me. Inject it into your hand so that your hand will move when your brain tells your hand to move. And so in a sense, she will take away your free will and you will no longer have any control over this hand, okay? You with me? All right, so I just need to hook you up.
Name of God in order to play with it and use it as a cover for belly faces in Iraq. Whoever takes advantage of these positions, however they line the victim's name, as there is a dirty trick, which is that they say they imitate the victim or affected by it and they spy on her. Of course, this is just a lie. They do not take any what from her, no matter how much you speak to them. So how do they say that they imitate is that they like a person who spies on another person and takes what they want solely, and this is not a tradition at all, but just tricks from them only that one imitates another person and does not take words from him except, for example, the monkey does not take any words but imitates movements that he may only like it.
Tops as some kind of circus trick for which she's been specially trained, but not so. She is doing this entirely on her own initiative. She's seen others doing it and she's copying. And that ability to imitate as well as to use tools is something which started among monkeys but has been brought to a much greater level among
the stage of test. In the second stage of the victim's life cycle with this gang, which is the phase of disposal, and this is the way the gang with all the victims of choice. Perhaps some victims think that it has become bad and try to walk on the road or prove that it is good, but this will not work because it is their way. They have used its name for a while without you knowing and making them live in the world of delusions at this stage, which is the worst. A group of the gang led by the abnormal security agent will start attacking that victim and trying to bring it down in any way through harassment or manipulating the brain and imposing ideas and dreams or isolating the victim and making everyone against it or distorting its reputation as well. You are subjected to tests that don't stop everywhere here. This is an unfair confrontation because the victim is just one person against a gang that has enormous potential, but some victims may think that the imitation group is with them or they think they will stand beside them, and this is a big mistake because they and those who attack the victim are colleagues in a gang. One family has the same law and the same record, but the tradition group will be its role is to tarnish the image of war, which as we know it is between one victim against a gang, but these people will lie and say that the victim has followers and position, and this war is a competition between two parties because of positions or property, etc. Also, they will give up quickly. They are something similar to a person who thinks that he has an army and goes to face a gang, but when he arrives he will look at his army and either will not find any of them with him or they will all turn over and become with the gang. This is what will happen if the victim believes the hoax from the gang only.
Ching, I'm afraid you are hardly the stuff of premiers. Did you think I'd attend unsuspecting? For even Kaochu cannot wear a sword.
Huh? Really?
Naturally, I guessed you are going to try to arrest me. That is the reason that every soldier... Oh. Were replaced only with men completely obedient to my command.
Secretary! Kill this man! I order you to kill Kaochu!
Ching, my new secretary no longer takes your orders. And when I have the honor to take over your old responsibilities, my successor...
It's not true! I've been tricked!
Excellency, you had a good run of luck.
Look, when the victim behaves, they do not want them or against their interests, so they do not imitate this at all, but rather they say lies or claim that the victim is a bad person, but when they do what they want they will have wisdom.
قسم عدل هذه لي وهذه لسيدنا وهذه لسيدي حسان. من علمك هذه القسمة الجائرة بين الصبوح والظهيرة؟ وهذه لك لليل الطويل. من علمك كل هذه الحكمة يا أسود؟ اللطمة التي
1. The truth is that this gang views the victim as a prey to them. This is the truth, but the rest are all lies. But when I talk about such details, I am like a person who works in the popular saying that I stay with the liar to the door of the house. I mean revealing lies, and I know that they are lies also. This gang is like a thief calling a person a shot and rudely. He says he wants the price of the bullet that was fired by the important thing. Now I am talking about a situation which is when the victim rebels in Iraq. What will happen to them? Will they say to her, "Thank you," for example? Of course, but rather, it will become a ball between the feet of the branches of this gang and its elements will be exposed in the first place. To kill by all means, brigade to mind control or conventional weapons will become like fire inside a glass bottle. To understand them and know the spy place wherever you go inside Iraq, but read her thoughts, and this means that every plan or attempt by you will know them.
Rules are simple. You can hide anywhere inside the house. We then count to 100 and try to,
Well, don't you think you have a little bit of an advantage?
Oh, no, we never use the cameras. We always play the games as they would have been played in great-grandfather's time. Always.
So there's no way for me to win, right?
Well, you could, stay hidden till dawn. Grace, good luck.
Also, all of the victims' contacts are controlled by sophisticated technology so that the phone, email, internet, etc. will become useless also. Every party or person who tells him the truth will go to him and make him conceal the matter and become against it. Also, you will not find anyone in all parts of Iraq that can help her with useful benefit. It is because everyone is afraid of this gang and no one ever opens its mouth with it.
Hey, Bud! Mail this for me!
Two. Another thing that is not dirtier than it is that the victim does not know that all branches of this gang can control it via a computer and can manipulate it. Perhaps she thinks that they are following it while they are every thief who has a stolen area from it and considers it to be completely from the highness that when you come to an area that considers all that they have prey to her, and these thieves are the directors of the gang's branches. Among them there are agreements, and they all know about them. As for the victim, she is only a prey for this. Morally depressed and makes them play Hoggle, yes, as if it were a doll that works with the remote control. They make it sleep or go to the bathroom, for example, or suffer from diarrhea, or enter programs in its brain, etc. from games. But when, for example, it escapes to Audi when in a governorate, which is another area, a thief who is the head of the gang's branch there will also do the same with these branches. You will continue to buy and sell, or for example, the adult section and the junior section in this gang. They look like family, have remote control and try play by puppet, and when adult didn't like they give remote to bisexuality security agent guy. And all this cost from Iraq money that this gang stolen. Is it that messy? Thanks for you.
So, you guys here to give me a raise or what? Oh, that's my guy. Always with the jokes.
No, really. We are very excited about this year's rating increases, and we're hoping that in the next quarter we can... Oh my God.
What's wrong?
Excuse me. Shit.
Sorry, she's...
What are you doing? I'm looking for the remote.
What remote?
For the